As many of you are aware, our Australia Votes website is now live, and thank you to all of those who have provided encouragement and also some really good feedback. And I just wanted you to know that we are continuing to refine it to ensure that what you need to know is easy to find. We currently have voting records on current members within their individual candidate responses on the candidate page, but we've had feedback that this is difficult to find. And so we're now working on a PDF where you'll be able to see in a snapshot how current MPs in your state voted on a range of issues. And just so that you understand our scoring comparison, parties were assessed on each issue based on their responses to a questionnaire that we sent out to all parties. So I encourage you to go into each issue and read all of the parties' responses and then decide for yourself how you feel about their answer. You can make up your own mind. And I understand that on the family policy section that there's different views, but ACL based the score on commitments that make it easier for parents to stay at home with their newborns. That was the context of the question. It wasn't an abortion question. Abortion legislation is decided at the state level, not the federal level, but there was an attempt in the Senate to pass a bill to uphold the human rights of babies who survive abortion. So as I said, we currently have the voting records attached to the relevant candidate, but to make it easier, we'll provide it just a one-page PDF, so you can look it up. You can see the voting records of how MPs in your area voted on the human rights of babies who survive abortions and on a bill that was to ban medications for child gender transition. So we want to support you in being informed on how MPs voted. But given that the Greens do have a pro-abortion policy, it's actually their party position on abortion, and they didn't provide any response to our questionnaire. So we did reference that policy because every Christian around the nation should know that the Greens support full liberalisation of abortion, and they're currently pushing this agenda across the nation. So we had to make a call on whether to provide summaries, or not, and whether to provide scores or not. And even though, not everyone's going to agree with our analysis or scores, I still think it's helpful to put it out there to cut through some of the political spin in the party answers. The intent of Australia Votes is simply to equip the Christian voter. And we're trying to do that as best as we can. It's not going to be perfect, and we encourage Christians to weigh it all up themselves, but I do hope that it's helpful for you to see how the parties and candidates have responded and also to understand how voting works. But the best thing that you can do is that together with your research, that you're prayerful and you seek God for wisdom to guide your vote. God bless.